Hey everybody, it's Dory with Cauldron of Crafted Creations, and I am celebrating. This is day 40 of Dory showing up for Dory, and I am so freaking proud of myself of being consistent and showing up and doing the work. Yes, there have been days that I have not felt up to working out, and for a while when I was dealing with that, I was like really down on myself because I was like, no, you said you'd work out every day. And then I had to, realize like I need to have love and compassion for myself because obviously, like if you're not feeling well, you have to honor your body. And so, yes, there are days that I didn't work out, but I still showed up and said, hey, I'm here. I'm showing up because I committed to showing up. And so I am really, really proud of myself for doing that. I've had some really amazing transformations. Last Tuesday, I weighed in 27 pounds down from when I started. Well, the day after I started, because I weighed in the day after I started, the morning after I did my first video. So January 24th to whatever last Tuesday was, which was February 20 something. So just about a month, 27 pounds, which a big part of that is at my size. When you first start, A, moving your body consistently, and B, making healthier choices in what you eat, you're going to lose like a large amount very quickly. And that's not necessarily going to continue at that rate. I'm not setting the goal to continue at that rate because I want to lose the weight in a way that it is sustainable and healthy and that it will stay off as opposed to trying to drop it all fast and then have it come back. So, which I've done multiple times in the past. I've also done it slowly in the past, but I haven't dealt with a lot of the emotional issues that started coming up as I was going through the process. And so now I'm working with both a therapist, I have a psychiatrist, I have a business healer / coach, I have a team, I also have friends and spiritual mentors who I can lean on and reach out to and say, hey, like struggling with this. Had some big emotions surfacing yesterday and was like, what is going on? And really was kind of tried reaching out to a couple of different people and I didn't get I wasn't able to connect with anybody right when I was looking for it. And so there was some big where that caused even more emotions to come up. And so I kind of just was like, okay, I need to move my body. I need to do something. And so I went and grabbed something that was on my living room couch and I went and I put it away in the craft room. And then I went and looked, I saw something. And so I got up and I grabbed it and I went through a few things and I found a bunch of journals that I knew I had, and I didn't know where they had gotten put when I had a house fairy for a while who was helping organize stuff. And she put them somewhere and put other stuff on top of them. And so they were hidden and I couldn't find them when I was looking before. And so I found the journal that I kept when I was in Spain for 10 days when I was in high school, and just several different journals that I've kept over the years. And so I opened one of them and I started reading. I was like, wow, I didn't even remember writing this until I started reading it. And I'm like, oh, this is kind of good. This might need to be developed. So lots of cool stuff that I found of, writing stuff. And then I, organized some craft things. And then again, this morning I've been doing more organizing and just kind of listening to what Spirit is telling me to do. And just taking steps to take better care of me, both in my health, but also in taking better care of my home. And that's something that I struggle with. There are multiple reasons why, there is some major child trauma around cleaning. And so that's part of it. But also with chronic pain and things like that, you have a limited amount of energy to expend. And when something uses more energy than you have or causes a significant increase in pain, it's really hard to get yourself to do it. And so doing it in small bites and getting help and doing that. So I also grabbed this journal that I made for myself on my YouTube channel. And I had gotten some of the glittery stuff for craft supplies is kind of more expensive. And so I had the idea to get cheap glittery nail polish. And so I don't know that you can see the shimmer in the camera, but I grabbed put some on each of the roses. So each of these roses has some glittery nail polish on it. So it's a little bit sparkly, a little bit brighter. Did that and been organizing a bunch of the craft supplies so that I can get to the things that I like to use regularly and take the things that I don't use regularly and move those to someplace where they're a little more out of the way. So, yes, all kinds of creativity is flowing through me, all the creative ideas, both for the writing and for the, making my journals and wanting to do some more sewing. I also have a lot of fabric that I'm ready to I'm telling myself I'm ready. I'm working on, I want to start releasing some of this fabric because I have so much of it that I'm not going to sew all of it. So if you are or know somebody who sews, and specifically most of this fabric is, like double brush polyester and kind of the stretchier fabrics for clothing as opposed to quilting fabric. So if you know anybody who is looking for any of that, or if you are someone who is looking for any of that, let me know because I'll make you a good deal. I've got some really, really gorgeous, really nice stuff that I bought when I was teaching my last year teaching in public school, and I was severely depressed and not in therapy. And the way that I got my dopamine hits was by spending a lot of money on fabric. And I was sewing. I was, really sewing a lot of clothes at the time. And almost everything that I wear is clothing that I've sewn myself. And so sewed myself a really nice wardrobe, but I bought fabric a lot faster than I sewed with it. So, and as I shrink, I will be sewing new things, but I have so much fabric that I don't see myself using all of it. And I would like to kind of get rid of some of it. So if you know anybody looking for fabric, let me know. Let them know to reach out. So it's really fun to be able to say, oh yeah, when somebody's like, oh, I like your outfit, or I like your dress, or this or that. Thanks, I mean it. People are like, really? What? So that's fun. I enjoy sewing clothes, and I haven't done nearly as much of it lately, partly because my craft room in that room, which is where I have my giant cutting mat for cutting fabric, is covered in stuff. So I say that it's turned from a craft table into a crap table. So I'm going to work on cleaning some stuff off of there so that I can sew a few things. I do want to make a few things for summer this year, spring and summer. But also definitely ready to let go of some things, some of that fabric and stuff. So other things too, I have a bunch of my mom's records that I'm looking to probably sell. I have her record player, but I don't have any place to set it up. And I don't know that I would really listen to the records. There are a few records that I will want to keep, but I think I'm going to get rid of a lot of them. So just looking to kind of downsize and get rid of things that I'm not really using. So yeah. And I'm feeling very bouncy this morning. There's a free quantum something put on by Dr. Espen. I saw an ad and it looked cool. So I signed up and I went in today to check what time, because I knew it was today, but I couldn't remember what time. And it starts at 3 p.m. Mountain Time. So I'm looking forward to that. And I listened to the meditation. It was incredible. And he's like a neuroscientist and also, quantum physicist, and also does the spiritual healing and stuff. So he's kind of bridging that gap between spirituality and science, which is really cool. And so I'm really excited for that. I did share on my Facebook page, I did share the link to sign up for that because there's no charge. I'm sure he's going to be, pitching his program and whatever. But it looks like a really great event to get some some more scientific knowledge on the magical work that I do, the healing work. So looking forward to that this afternoon. So I thought, let's get in and get my workout done this morning, and got a few errands to run. So I'll get out of the house and go get, I would say I would go out and get some sunshine, but it's pretty overcast. It was snowing earlier. It's warm enough that the snow isn't actually sticking, but it was snowing. So, and it is supposed to get colder over the weekend. So, it's Montana. It's it's still winter. Our spring is often still very wintry, and we may have more winter in spring than we did during winter, because we've had a pretty mild winter this year. Which on the one hand I've kind of enjoyed, because I'm not a big fan of driving on the ice or walking on the ice. But on the other hand, I know that is the consequence of global warming, and so that it's not necessarily a great thing, and there will be other consequences because of not getting as much snow. So, but it is all perfect in what it is supposed to be in the evolution of the earth and humans and life for us. So it is what it is. Man, I've already drank. I did get a really, really, really good night's sleep last night. I think I fell asleep. I was asleep by 11, and I woke up in the middle of the night, but I was able to go back to sleep. And so I didn't get up until after 6. So that was awesome to get some really good solid sleep. But I've been doing a lot, so my back's kind of having its thoughts and feelings, and sometimes it feels okay and sometimes it doesn't. And so this bouncing is feeling really good. Stretch out, just twisting, wring out my nervous system. So I'd love to know what you have going on for the weekend. Are you doing anything fun? Are you making it a relaxing, chill kind of weekend? Love to know. I had a couple different things that were scheduled for yesterday cancel, and so it was like, oh, okay, I guess I'm getting extra time for rest. That works. Works for me, because I was definitely in need of it, and definitely feeling a little better today because I was able to get that extra rest yesterday. So it's all good. And Bronson is feeling good. I'm feeling like I'm definitely building up stamina to be able to do it longer and be a little bit more intense in movement and that sort of thing. So, yeah, it's been good. Woo. Some arm motion going on here. Get the whole body involved with the workout. Whew. Yeah, now I'm feeling it. Okay. Alexa, stop. Didn't even occur to me that I have music going on in the other room. Hopefully that was not picked up. May have to delete these videos if it's picked up by. Definitely totally forgot that was going. Don't know if you were able to hear it on the recording. If so, I may have to take these down, because I certainly don't want to be banned or anything for violating copyright. I had asked Alexa to shuffle music by Taylor Swift a little while ago, and didn't even register in my mind that was still playing until just now. So I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to go back and check, and if that is on, I will delete these and go live again later in the day for my workout. So as always, I hope that you do something today that sets your soul on fire and brings you joy, and that you follow your bliss. Take care and have a great rest of your day. See you next time.